Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. One final segment. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide here. And before we get to that, we have to let you know what to watch on our station tomorrow night, 8 p.m., game of the week, Windsor at Thetford Boys Basketball. Andrew and I will be there tonight, and we'll be playing that tomorrow night. On Friday, hockey, Bemidji at Bowling Green. And Saturday, basketball, East Carolina at Temple at noon, followed at 2 with Florida International at Florida Atlantic. At 4, Youngstown at Wright State. At 6 p.m., Old Dominion at Western Kentucky. And it's capped off at night with some college hockey at 8 p.m., North Dakota at Omaha. So you can tune in to all that exciting action over the next couple days. All right, Andrew, we were talking NFL football. We'll switch over to some college football. Obviously, everyone's talking bowl games are finished, except one, the national championship game. The 4-team playoff. We argue every year who should be the 4 best teams. Right. Last week, Clemson and Alabama advanced to the 2 best teams. Where do we go from here? Both games were blowouts, semifinal games. Do we keep it 4 teams? Do they expand it to 8 teams and hope that you can create more excitement? Or do we just go back to the old system, keep the top 2 teams, and they play for the championship?
Yeah, it was always a kind of controversial with just the 2 top teams playing in the championship. It was always, are there any other teams that can make it? And there were always a few. So, I think I do like the bracket system. It kind of gives the teams a chance to compete against each other and really fight to be in the finals. I like it, but I don't think every year there's going to be blowouts.
Right.
I think sometimes it's just a coincidence. So to me, I think a 4-team playoff I think it's good. Maybe even expand it to 8. I know there's been some talk of that.
See, I think maybe going to a 6-team playoff, and sounds odd, but you have the first 2 teams get a bye.
Right,
so this year it'd be Alabama and Clemson will get a bye, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6 play each other, much like in the NFL with a first round. Yeah. So you might not have as much, difference between number 3 and 6. So it might be at least one set of closer games before you get to possible blowouts.
Yeah, that works. I think that would be good too. It would give 2 more teams a chance to get in there as well. The teams that are kind of just on that border. That would be good. I do think it was kind of a little lame just picking the 2 teams. Because there were always a number of teams.
There was always close matchups, 3 and 4, but you're right. Then once you get down to 3 and 4, then 5 and 6 are kind of close. You get to 5 and 6. So it's always going to be like that, but it seems like at least for now, we're stuck with the top 2 teams.
Yeah, and I think it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So we got one more championship game to go, and that's going to be next Monday night between Alabama and Clemson.
YCN Sports Talk Picks of the Week are brought to you by Salt Hill Pub, with locations in Lebanon, Hanover, Newport, and Newberry. Whether you're in the mood for a quick lunch, a great steak, their signature fish and chips, a fresh salad, or the best burger in town, Salt Hill Pub has you covered. And yes, everything on their lunch and dinner menu is available for takeout.
All right, so here we are with our picks. First week of the playoffs, only 4 games obviously to pick. You went 5-0 last week, so congrats to you. Better than the man standing there previously ever did in all his 12 weeks of picking games or whatever it was. So sorry, Dave, if you're watching. Let's get right to them. Okay, we got the first game we talked about Saturday afternoon, Oakland and Houston. Who you got?
I got Oakland. I know they don't have Carr. I know he's out, but and their defense has been a little shaky at times. But I think they're going to overpower the Texans. They do have a number of good players. I think they're going to take advantage of this opportunity in the playoffs. So I'm going with Oakland.
All right, I agree with you. Actually, I'm going to take Oakland as well. And the reason is simple. Their offensive line is good. I know they're on their 3rd-string quarterback, but they do have a lot of weapons. The receivers, running backs. Houston. They're good defense, but I just don't know if they can score enough points. Right. So I agree with you there. Detroit-Seattle is the night game on Saturday.
I'm going with the Seahawks. I think that's kind of an easy pick. They're really the more sound team overall, so going with the Seahawks.
Yeah, this Detroit team, we talked about it. They've lost 3 in a row. Some momentum's losing.
Right.
Seattle, I don't think they're going to get to the Super Bowl this year, but at home, they're a good team.
Oh, yeah.
I go with Seattle as well. Sunday, the 1 o'clock game. Miami-Pittsburgh. It's a rematch from earlier in this year when Miami did win. Can Miami pull the upset again?
I think the Steelers will be ready this time. I think Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, I think all those guys will be ready to play, so I'm going with Steelers.
And I agree with you. Miami they didn't look so hot against the Patriots,
Right, yep.
and it wasn't just that the Patriots made them look bad. Some of their game plan wasn't that great. Pittsburgh has everybody healthy, Bell, Bryant, and Roethlisberger, as you said. I'm going to go Pittsburgh as well. Final game, probably the best game. We talked about it earlier, Giants and Green Bay, 4:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a really tough one to call. I hope the Giants lose just because of the Pats' kryptonite. So I'm going with the Packers. But who knows? It's kind of a toss-up.
And that's the thing. It is such a toss-up. Green Bay is so good on offense. Giants are so good on defense. Giants on the road. They've won a lot of road playoff games. I'm going to take the Giants in maybe an upset, or it will be an upset as they're 4 or 5 point underdogs. So I think we'll see if you can go 4-0 and keep it going this week after going 5-0. That's going to do it for us. Don't forget that YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching.